Welcome back to Beards and Brews. This week's review, Surviving the Game, from 1994, starring Ice-T, Rutger Hauer, and Gary Busey's teeth. Gentlemen.
To start out, let's go back to the name of the film. We could either go with Hard Target 2, starring not Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Surviving the Game, trying to Ice-T.
Ooh, nice. I like it.
I picked this film. It was something that I remembered from my adolescence and it being good. Going back and watching
question mark?
Yeah, I'm not going to say it was terrible, but man, oh man, do you really get to see some things and go, the fuck?
Oh man.
Well, I mean, I'm sure your taste has developed over time.
Nah.
But I saw this on the list and I immediately knew that this was one of your picks.
I usually have no qualm with picks. You know, if it's a movie that I know that's bad, you know, we can make some fun out of it. But then, I looked this movie up, and I just saw the poster. I was like, oh no, there's no effort in this. Well, for those who's listening, look at it. Look how big Rutger Hauer is, and there's just a tiny Gary Busey in his ear. I don't fucking stand that.
This was the first time that I'd even heard of this movie. Didn't know anything about it, looked it up, and I was like, oh. I guess I have to watch that.
It's definitely a movie that you would find right next to the bestsellers at Blockbuster. Not in the bestsellers, but right next to it that kind of looked like something else.
Yeah. Thinking about this, I was like, oh, I think I remember my stepdad having that on VHS growing up. No, that was Deer Hunter or something like that. The covers kind of look sort of the same, and it's sort of you might get it confused for something else. No, this is Surviving the Game with Ice-T.
So you're saying it's kind of like the Asylum type of thing. You know, you're looking for Deer Hunter. Covers are similar enough, so you accidentally pick up Surviving the Game.
Yep.
But yeah, this has got our main character is Ice-T. That's our lead actor, and he's a homeless fellow. He's got dreads that make him look like Monkey from Korn.
Oh no, those dreads. Jesus Christ. There's a moment in this movie we'll get to where he kind of gets a chance to kind of clean up and better himself, but for the first, 20 minutes of this movie, he has a wig on top of his dreads just so he can cut them off later, and goodness gracious, it looks bad.
It makes his head so fucking big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like he has a tall head. I couldn't get over it.
Yeah, he's got a fucking just massive, I don't know, man. It's hard to describe. It's almost like Marge Simpson, but if someone curled the back bit down onto your neck.
No, it's not Marge Simpson. It's fucking Sideshow Bob.
Oh. How did I not do that? How did I not connect the dots?
That's good.
Yeah. This is my first qualm with the movie. It doesn't have anything to do with his dreads, whatever. In the very beginning, the very sort of intro to this movie, we see our introduction to Ice-T, and we have these sort of flashback cutaways to obviously a man being hunted by men. I feel like it would have been a lot more effective if we didn't know what was going to happen to begin, if that was a little bit of a twist. But they just give that away in the first 30 seconds of the movie. It's oh, these guys, they hunt dudes.
Yeah.
The exact same thing that Hard Target did.
It just made me think the director, whoever made this movie, had no confidence, because the movie couldn't last for 20 seconds without just something happening. They could have had a preface to the movie where a guy's clearly being hunted, but you don't know who's behind the gun. That would have been great. Then hard cut to hey, Seattle, where Ice-T is trying to get a sandwich out of the bin behind Subway or something.
But it's all rotten lettuce.
It was wrong to begin with.
Well, nobody eats meat anymore, so complain, old man.
Okay, so let's get to my first qualm about this film. Ice Cube is the star here, or I'm sorry, Ice-T is the star here. And everything he says, whether it's a fuck you, whether it's a I'm gonna blow your fucking head off, or...
Can I take a guess?
Yes.
It's awful.
Well, but it's all in the phrasing of a question. He's like, I'm gonna blow your head off? And you're like,
you mean to tell me?
I don't know where I was going. Are you? I mean, I'm trying to get a break. Well, here's a break. Fuck you. It's like, what?
His acting coach is just on the side. Yes, inflection. He's got it. Amazing.
He is not very good at delivering dialogue in this film.
I really don't think anybody is. Like, every line is just like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of this movie where I just have to question why it's just even in the movie the way it is. It's so weird.
Like, I actually, okay, one of the actors, I don't know the actor's name, honestly. I looked it up, but it's the guy that played Antonio Salieri in Amadeus.
Yeah, I know.
The guy from Last Action Hero, yeah.
Senior.
Like he's an actual really good actor, critically acclaimed actor. His delivery is just terrible in this, and I think it's just like the director's like, "All right, say the line. All right, you got it?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want me to leave it like that? I could do better. No, that's good. We'll get it."
Yeah, well, okay, so like we'll get to that later on because a lot of this movie just feels like it was just made up on the spot, especially plot-wise and how like characters find their demises and stuff like that. It's just almost like, hey, we need to get the A to B. Well, how did we get to B if this happens? Yeah, we got it. Well, he just died. Whatever.
It's not A to B. It's like 8 to 2. You need to reduce it from 8 to. How do you do that? Take away 6.
Simmer it.
Yeah.
But I want to just jump through this first chunk because none of this really matters. We get introduced to Ice-T. He's down on his luck. He needs work. He finds it through these people at a soup kitchen after his buddy Hank dies and his dog Bingo gets ran over by a car.
Yeah,
Bingo was his name-o.
If this is meant to make you care more about the character, it does not work.
No, because like Ice-T's delivery is so just like yucky.
Also, just not only that, like Ice Cube, he plays a homeless guy, so you're supposed to have a little bit of sympathy for him. But honestly, he just comes off as kind of a dick.
Yeah, he does,
super dick
for sure. Yeah, like I get like they try to play the whole like, hey, my family accidentally died and now I'm homeless, and also my dog and best friend have died in the course of 24 hours. Shtick, as they always do. But still, he was just like, whatever. He's so angsty. That's the word. He's just angsty, and just like, I just don't care.
Can we discuss the fact that he buries his dog in an abandoned fucking junkyard or some shit, and then he also buries his best friend in the same abandoned junkyard?
Yes,
did he drag this fucking corpse through town and no one said anything?
Well, I mean, the dog, yes, he carried it all the way there, but his buddy died in the bus they were staying in, just like 10 feet away.
Oh, it was only 10 feet away. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm injecting logic into this. It doesn't matter.
But Ice-T gets his big break. They're like, hey, why don't you come work for us? You're going to be a wilderness survival guide for hunts.
Yeah, how this actually comes about, he's like going by the food line at the church or the mission or whatever, and the guy who's working there is like, hey, that's the guy that usually stops here. Why is he not stopping here? Hey, get back here. I'm trying to feed you.
Yeah. No kid, like, was that the case? Like, is that somewhere that he frequents? Because in my mind, he was just having a shit day. He was just going to go to play in some traffic and kill himself. Yeah. And some guy took it to heart that he didn't want soup that day.
He literally
come back here and get
him
your fucking sandwich
for like 2 city blocks, and he's like, "You passed up a free meal?" And he's like, "Ain't no meal free, dog." Just come on.
It was just so ridiculous. And like Ice-T, of course, he said he just wants to end it all. So he starts walking into traffic, and there's a Peterbilt truck just like barreling down on him. And it's almost like that scene from Austin Powers with that fucking steamroller, because it's so far away and it doesn't even try to stop. But the guy that's pissed off because he didn't take the soup, he's like, I gotta save this guy by tackling him into more oncoming traffic.
Okay, I saw that too, because whenever he rolled, there's another car right there, and then it hard cuts to a different thing. I was like, Jesus Christ, that seemed very unsafe.
Yeah, they're still in the middle of the fucking road. I'm just like, what are they solving? Now it's just 2 for the price of 1. Credits.
Yeah. Now he gets a business card, and he's like, you want a job? You go to see this guy. And that guy happens to be Rutger Hauer, who looks like a business version of the dude from The Big Lebowski.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit. And the business card that he gets handed from the gentleman that ran him down and tackled him into oncoming traffic is so fucking sus. I can't explain it to you, but it's just like this card that looks like somebody put together in, like, I don't know, paint or something. It had like a little demon, a little logo, and just like just a number on it. It's like, how fucking suspicious can you be? Oh, it's a job. Oh, thanks.
It may as well had a skull and crossbones, like, we gonna kill you. And he's like, $20 is $20. Where's the treadmill?
Yeah. Dude, that fucking... Okay. He goes to Rutger Hauer's office for the job prospect. In this office, it's just a room with stuff in it. There's like a chair, a desk, and then we find out there's a treadmill in the corner for whatever reason.
For whatever reason, exactly.
Do you know what The Office reminded me of? You know those commercials where you watch the commercial and it's, you know, showing a mountain and all this other shit, and then it's like, AIDS, we got the cure, you know, or something like that, and you're like, what? This was a commercial about Valtrex, you know, for herpes? Why? You know, that's what The Office felt like. It was just like all this shit going on, and it's, what do? We sell paper and paper-related products, you know? It's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, it's like an early Dunder Mifflin.
Nice.
But yeah, he goes up in there and he's like, hey, let me get this job. And Rutger Hauer's like, how many cigarettes you smoke? As many as I can get. I don't think you're right for this job. What you mean?
Then Ice-T proceeds to fake run in the corner for the next 5 minutes.
Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you for fucking noticing. I was like, if they couldn't just get for real run on a fucking treadmill, is there even a treadmill there?
I've seen a grown-ass man, like, fucking play hopscotch 4 feet away from Rutger Hauer is embarrassing. Weird.
In place, flicking his wrists. Just like, eh. It was bad. That was a bad fucking scene.
By the way, the reason that he's doing this is because Rutger Hauer's character doesn't believe Ice-T has the lung capacity, the endurance for this job. So he's got to prove himself. He's got to say, you know, I can do this, and then you're going to give me $20, right?
And he gets the 20, and boy, oh boy, does that 20 stretch a mile.
I think that was a hotel or something that was set up by Rutger Hauer. I think the $20 was just the bet.
Nah, that was his hotel, because he was like, you'll find me at the best place, whatever. And he gives him the card to it.
Well, I just want to point out that, like, everybody has the same shitty attitude that he does. So he comes and he's like, hey, here's your fucking room. It's like, yeah, just give me what I fucking paid for. You better wash your ass before you get in that bed. It's like, get off me. I'm just like, is there anybody nice in this town? Like, even the guy that's trying to be charitable is like, fuck you for not taking my charity.
Yeah. Take the goddamn charity.
Yeah. But he asks for a hotel room with a working television. Doesn't get that. Gets the bare minimum hotel room, paint peeling from the walls. But he can still, you know, get in for a nice hot bath, you know, trim up his dreads a little bit, soak.
Thank God. He finally cuts that damn wig off.
Yeah.
That fucking quarantine haircut.
So he's steeping in this hot bath, you know, turning that iced tea into hot tea.
Damn. But can we talk about that $20 and how far it went? He got food, wine, and a motel room for
Seattle
$20.
In 1994? It wasn't that long ago.
That's like almost 30 years.
I mean, you still couldn't get a hotel room for $20. Even a shitty hotel like that, I don't think.
Well, it didn't even have a TV. Maybe he got that discount, though.
He got it because he cares now.
I guess.
It being Ice-T, I expected Ice-T to be in shape. And we're greeted in the morning to him waking up in his underwear with this weird prosthetic back burn.
Oh, yeah, it just looks like he took a bath in Play-Doh. Like, what the fuck is that?
And he stands up.
Not Play-Doh, that's fucking Bondo.
Yeah.
Ew, itchy.
You know, I'm not trying to knock anybody for not caring, but he's got like this body shape that just, I don't know, he's like doughy? He reminds me of just the Pillsbury Doughboy.
I mean, he did mention earlier that he did have a family, so that's probably 100% dad bod.
Yeah, but he's been living on the fucking streets, not eating. How's he chunky?
What was it the old fella's name he was friends with?
Hank?
He ate Hank.
His strength be in me. It is now ravenous.
Yeah.
There comes a knock at the door, and who is it but Rutger Hauer with $500 a week and a $200 advance and a bag of clothes that he says, these ought to fit you just fine, good sir.
How you know
And he's
what's
like-
going to fit me? Because I can tell right now you're like a size large. Your pants are probably like a 32. Just put them the fuck on.
In other words, it was the movie's way of saying, we got shit to do, ain't got time to explain, don't worry about it.
Here's a bag of stuff, let it go.
Yeah. Though it would be great if like he put on all the clothes and it's just like way too small, like that I Am Pepper shirt from Life Aquatic.
Oh,
He just shows up with the gang all goofy looking.
yes. He's like, okay, so where are we going? And they jump in a plane and they fly out with these pretty cool nature shots, by the way, to go to Hell's Canyon out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
It's a real
Certainly,
place,
yeah.
actually. I looked it up.
Huh.
Yeah, right on the border of Oregon and Idaho.
Oh, that's way out there because they came all the way from Seattle, so there you go.
But there's a pig there. He's like, why were you going to hunt the pig? And he's like, that pig's our buddy. They lying. Whap!
I'm not gonna lie. I could tell in the airplane that pig was gonna be delicious.
Dude, I kid you
That
not.
whole that whole
That's-
conversation is pretty fucking weird.
Like,
Yeah.
while I was watching that and the dinner scene, I was like, "Fuck, I want some ham or some bacon."
Dude.
So I had to run out and get I got some ham and cheese empanadas earlier, and they were delicious.
Nice.
So-
Did you go full Busey and just whip out the old machete?
Actually, I whipped out my phone and paid via Google.
Classic.
Fancy. Wouldn't have worked way out there in the remote ass cabin.
Probably not. No, I probably
Well,
would have had to whip out a machete or something.
I will say, number one, that cabin, nice as fuck. Nowhere near as ratty as Evil Dead 2. And man, oh man, whenever they're like, you are a tough fucking rific chef, and they show the food, I got hungry. That shit
Yeah.
looked
Looks
so
good.
good.
Well, while you were feeling hungry, I was feeling super uncomfortable because Dr. Cox from Scrubs over there staring down old homeboy pretty fucking hard the whole damn time.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
not in like a. I didn't feel at least that it was like a predatory way, but in like a maybe he can be my boyfriend kind of way.
No, no. Look, as soon as fucking asthmatic Muldoon from Jurassic Park is just staring at him, I knew what was up.
So, is anybody here like nobody in this movie is their character, right? I mean, like I've got Rutger Hauer, Ice-T, I've got Dr. Cox,
Yeah.
I've got Antonio Salieri and his son Gary Busey.
Yeah, Gary Busey's just Gary Busey. But
Yeah.
the gentleman who's in Last Action Hero, he's senior and his kid is junior.
Okay.
Who do we call like that the first gentleman who offered him the job from the soup kitchen?
Hey, we can call him Chef, because he's a tough fucking rific chef.
Fair
That's
enough.
Now, the dinner dialogue, once they sit down, this is where I really want to spend some time with you guys, because to me, Gary Busey puts on a fucking show, and I think it's impressive.
Yes, he does. Now, during this whole table scene, everybody's just trying to figure everybody out, i.e. Ice-T just trying to figure out all these other fucking dudes, why they're being weird. And we kind of find out that Gary Busey is a psychiatrist, and Ice-T is just like, bullshit, and yeah, me too, bullshit. There's no fucking way they're going to hire this guy. And he's just like, well, just ask me a question. We get to know each other. And, you know, how'd you get that ugly-ass scar on your face, Gary Busey? You're ugly. Gary Busey's like, oh, this scar? Now, let me tell you this 20-minute story about how I had to kill my dog as a kid.
Yeah, like I feel like you could have. I mean, just for the sake of the movie, shorten that up. But it was a bit enthralling.
Dude, I mean, I am 100% convinced that might have actually happened.
Yes, thank you. Not only was it like he was pulling it right out of his ass, but he pulled it right out of his ass on accident from a repressed memory.
Yeah,
Because he is like fucking heaving by the end of it, like, I had to put my weight on him and snap his neck. And my father said, welcome to manhood. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah. And the whole time I'm like, God damn, Gary, usually when you turn 13, you have a bar mitzvah, you son of a bitch. Damn.
I will say, the way he delivers it and, you know, the inflection that he's using, the way he goes about it, is it a little long in the tooth? Yes. But is it a good story? Yes, it was
Long
fun.
in the tooth, you say?
Yeah, wink.
It's because he's got a lot of teeth.
Yeah.
But then they're like, "Hey, Ice-T," and he's like, "What?" And they're like, "Go sleep."
Yeah,
It's
you,
like,
you can't drink too much of this $450 bottle of wine. You gotta be about your wits tomorrow. You don't want to start off slow.
Bro, they say that, and then there's fucking 6 bottles shown.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can start off slow. This isn't going to be any big thing for them. But
Yeah. And then Rutger Hauer just kind of like ushers Ice-T into his bedroom. He's like, "All right, long day tomorrow. Get some rest." Wink.
Tucks him in, gives him a little kiss on the forehead.
Yeah, but not after like this weird off-kilter bit where Ice-T walks into the mirror and like grabs a little bit of memento from Hank. He's like, "We did it, man. Moving up in the world." I'm like, it's been 3 fucking days.
Yeah, and you want to talk about like the 4th day, waking up to a fucking desert eagle that is never seen again in the film pushed into your face?
Oh, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I think they realized it was too shiny. You could see the camera in it.
Dude, it was fucking huge. And he's like, "Get up!" And Ice-T's like, "Motherfucker, what?"
The scene that we kind of, or not scene, but the line that we kind of skipped over, I think this was shortly after dinner, or maybe still at dinner. Dr. Cox is talking to him, and he's like, "You ever kill anything?" It's like, "Yeah, my wife and my kids." Well, how did that make you feel? I came in my fucking pants.
And then Dr. Cox is just like, and just has to be like fucking ushered out of the room.
You son of a bitch!
But he is such a fucking pistol in this movie. I every time that he opened his mouth, I had a chuckle because it's just so goddamn over the top for no reason.
Not only is it like over the top, but he's so fucking bipolar in this movie. Like he is just mood swinging everywhere.
No kidding. Did he think like this movie was his shot? Like, was he really trying to impress somebody? Because it was embarrassing.
I mean, wow.
Maybe it was just a stepping stone. Because not long after this, you had Office Space. He was one of the Bobs, and then
True.
Then he's Dr. Cox on Scrubs. This might have been just right where he wanted to be.
Waking up in that bed is not where Ice-T wanted to be, though, because they're like, "Listen, man, I'm going to break it down for you. We lied. We're going to kill you. You need to start running." "Well, how long do I got?" "Well, we're going to sit down, eat this yummy breakfast, and then we're going to come murder you." And he's like, "Y'all fucking with me." And he goes, "Nope, plow, plow." And he does. And then they go have scrambled eggs.
Scramby eggs.
Yeah,
But I like that line of dialogue that Rutger Hauer gives right there when he's holding the gun to him. He's like, "The hunt begins now. We're the hunters, you're the hunted. You got it? You have a head start. As long as it takes for us to eat a leisurely breakfast. If you can make it to civilization, you live."
I just find that so lazy. He just basically just told you what the movie is. You know?
Exposition.
Yeah.
It's like, "Hey, how's it going, Ice-T? I have this gun. You'd better run. This movie's based on that novel from 1923 called The Most Dangerous Game. See? It's kind of the same thing. It's a modern retelling. Get out of here, sport."
But you know who else did it? Hard Target, the year before.
I've also never heard of that movie.
Starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, okay. But we've talked about Salieri, Senior, and his son. His son is not into this at all. His son is maybe 17, 18, just a guess, and he's kind of a pussy.
Oh, well, I mean, is he a pussy? Because he's like, "Dad, I don't think murdering an innocent man down on his luck is the best of plans." He's like, "I'm going to teach you something, you little son of a bitch. I spent $50,000 to let you murder a minority."
No, I get that. But his like animations, his like way of being just comes off as a little bit, I don't know, wimpy and like, "Oh God, we're out here in the woods. I'm gonna get my hands dirty."
No. Well, I mean, it just seems like the kind of situation where, like, his pops caught him with some porno mags, and now he has to murder a guy just to, prove that he's a man or something like that.
"We can send you to gay camp, or we can go kill this dude."
Oh my God, it's Mike Pence.
Proverbial fish out of water this entire film, by the way.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But I want to talk about the little bromance between the chef and Rutger Hauer. Like, they're sitting down, and Gary Busey's fucking amped up. He's like, "Come on, guys. Me and my teeth want to go take a bite out of crime." And fucking Gary... Rutger Hauer is looking through this little wooden frame butterfly glass at the chef guy, and he just looks like he has a butterfly bow tie on, and they both just look at each other so fucking happy.
Yeah,
And
he
I was like,
smiles back at him too. You can definitely tell that like these two have been at it the longest.
which is weird because they say that Gary Busey is the guy who pulled him into it. He's like, it was his idea, and he's like, I'm clearly the least experienced and so fucking far out on a limb.
No kidding. Like he's definitely the wild card of the group. Like there's no way he's leader of the pack.
Yeah, like when you think about it, everyone's got like a gun and a plan. They're like, Gary, we're gonna go get this guy. He's like, fuck yeah, we are. Grab a Bowie knife, a crossbow, and some fucking deerskin jacket. Ah, I'm gonna get it.
Like, Gary Busey's just like, I'm gonna beat you to death with my fists and my teeth.
Goodness. I feel like he's just the kind of character like when he gets his hands on somebody, he just like immediately flashes back to that fucking dog or whatever.
I got a dog. His name's Prince Henry Stout. I had to murder him, and now I'm gonna take all that aggression of having to kill my dog out on you.
It was a bulldog too. I can't imagine just knock him over on his back. It'll take him a minute to get
He
up.
said an English bulldog.
Yeah.
So that's like a cute little pupper.
It's not like a Rottweiler or something.
Yeah, he was like, and it was like, rah, and it was on me. And I was like, what was he doing? Snuggling? He just
Yeah.
fucking break his neck?
Oh no. So basically the whole attack thing was just the way he just copes with the situation. Like he killed his fucking dog by accident. He's like, no, he was after me. He bit me. Look at this scar I didn't inflict on myself.
Oh, that's the scar he got when he was running out of the kennel after accidentally killing his dog, roughhousing. He tripped and banged it off the wooden fence, and it just gashed him.
Dude, that's way better. I like how this has layers.
Headcanon. But they're chasing him around out there in the fucking woods, and they're like, oh, I can't find him, blah, blah, blah. And Ice-T has like this plan that apparently no other person they've ever hunted had, which is to go back to the cabin, which seems like the first logical place to want to go back to.
And every time like he has like an idea that kind of like tricks the fellas, they're always like, yeah, I told you he was the best. He's great stuff. I'm like, he didn't do anything that any regular person wouldn't do to begin with. Like these are all logical things.
By the way, anybody else think it's a little bit unfair? These guys are supposed to be, challenging themselves to the hunting a human man, giving them a head start and everything. They have fucking motorcycles and ATVs while he's out here on foot in terrain that he doesn't know. What kind of challenge is this?
Anyways, T returns to the cabin and busts into this previously locked door that he, tried to intrigue you with. Like, this is a locked door, y'all. And you're like, I guess. And it's full of heads.
It was very obvious that we were going to see that door open at some point.
Yeah, any foreshadowing in this film is very prominent. Like, look at this.
Yeah, like we'll get into that later because like the one thing that his homeless buddy's like, hey, if you ever find a gun, make sure you check the barrel first. You don't want to die by the gun exploding in your face. Also, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I lived long enough to give you a nugget of knowledge.
And get the shit kicked out of me by some like security guard.
While we stole Flintstone-sized racks of meat.
Where am I?
But yeah, so T's back at the cabin, and he's like, burn it down. And no one saw all the gasoline poured all over the fucking floor whenever they walked in. They're like, what's that smell?
Or smelled it. You could probably smell it from fucking half a mile away.
That's got to be kerosene or something.
Yeah, kerosene is just as, like, my mom and stepdad used to heat their house using kerosene, and, like, you could smell that, like, as soon as you got on the property. Like, it...
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
And the fact that they have to go out of their way to say, hey, what's that smell? At that point, I'm just like, you deserve everything that's about to happen. You guys are idiots.
Like, he's pouring kerosene or gasoline or whatever flammable fluid this is all across the cabin, and all the time I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Like, who cares about the cabin? Run. Like, what are you doing? But I guess he's got a plan.
Yeah, he has a plan. He's got a goddamn plan, just like Val and Earl did.
And his plan is to be completely fucking spider-monkeyed by Gary Busey through a window.
To the sound of extremely loud didgeridoos.
Yes. The fucking music in this movie is absolutely absurd sometimes. It doesn't make any sense.
this to me worked. This was fucking great. Gary Busey busting out of a flaming door, all teeth and a knife to the sound of didgeridoos, going, wah! Going, I'm gonna kill you hand to hand.
That's fucking Florida Man in a nutshell.
Yes.
Gary Busey is Florida Man. But I also realized they used didgeridoo because they had a fight out back.
God damn it.
By the way, the score to this movie I saw in the opening credits was by Stuart Copeland, the drummer to the fucking Police.
Yeah, and Oysterhead.
Sending out an SOS. So, fucking Gary Busey busts through the door and he's like, ah! And he's got his knife and he's fighting, and it's fucking hilarious. Just, he's popping jokes. Like, he's clearly comedy relief here, because like he takes iced tea and presses him against the burning building. There's a sizzle sound. He goes, I like my meat rare. And he goes, too bad you don't like it well done, and kicks him through the window, and he falls into the room full of heads, and the heads, I guess, are formaldehyde, and they all explode like some kind of bomb.
Oh. Is that what happened? Because, like, the way that was edited, it almost looked like Gary Busey was just made of nitroglycerin, because as soon as he got thrown to the window, the cabin fucking exploded.
Well, it shows the heads, and then I was like, that's formaldehyde. And it's like, boom!
I'll be honest, I didn't know formaldehyde was flammable. It makes sense that it is, but I didn't know that. But, like, when he throws him in, it's like, he throws him through the window, and then he gives his, like, Arnold line, try well done, bitch. But it comes off so, like...
Lame?
Yeah.
Just lame, yeah. Like, a lot of his dialogue is just so flat. Like, I just don't understand.
It's like they had to go after the fact and add that line in. Like, we need more one-liners. Come back into the studio and record some things.
He never left.
She just sat there in the fucking deer skins and the war paint, just holding the knife. I wanted to stay in character.
God damn. Oh, man, I hope I never meet that man.
But now they've rescued Wolf Sr. from the house, because I don't know why, but he's laying down upstairs and the kid has to save him, and all the other guys are tied up rescuing him as well.
Yeah. That's because he ran in. He's like, he's upstairs. I can tell for some reason. Now I'm stuck up here. Shit.
But the kid literally walks up the stairs, so why couldn't he just have walked down the stairs?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. Like, he passes out or something, I guess, from smoke inhalation or something in 15 seconds. The kid gets in and out just fine.
He's up there hotboxing, just like...
Oh, goodness. But that little scene was basically just so he can have, like, a father-son moment outside. And he's, like, trying to talk some sense into his dad. He's like, oh, well, hey, we don't have to do this. We can just get out of here. And his dad just like, listen, stop being a puss. You're embarrassing me in front of the boys. Kill that man so we can go home.
And Rutger Hauer's just like, this is just where it gets interesting.
Is it? Because this is where shit starts getting out of hand. They immediately catch up to him on, like, fucking the dirt bikes and shit. And they're like, there he is. And he's got no choice but to jump off a fucking cliff while being shot at into what is clearly a fucking shallow rapids stream.
Yeah.
Now, it's not like a Predator thing where, like, he clearly jumps into this really big lake under a waterfall or whatever. No, these are just basically, like, Class 5 rapids where the rocks are right underneath the water.
And like, he survives.
He should be dead for sure.
Now, I did make a little note of this. He gets out of the water way down the line. And once he gets out of the water, he's still wearing his clothing. But his clothing looks very odd because the life preserver underneath his clothing for while he is in the water, for the 3 seconds that he is in the water, is so fucking big that you can't not notice it. It's just there.
I did notice that, but I did notice that, like, when he got out of the water and he started, like, crawling on that branch or whatever, he was really only super soaked from, like, up until his waist. Everything else was just kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But his cigarettes were still dry.
Of course. They gotta be. And so he takes a fucking ciggy break. And, of course, hunters can smell cigarettes from fucking 3 miles away. And this dude's so smart that he took his cigarettes and stuck them to a tree with sap.
Wow, got him.
Got him for sure.
Yeah.
And I'd like to point out, like, he did set a trap. Like, for a moment, I was like, is he really that dumb? He just start, like, lighting up a cigarette, knowing full well they can just probably smell it, maybe. And I guess they could. But, like, he sets up this trap where he sticks those cigarettes on the tree, and they're like, look, he set a trap. Told you he was good. He's the best. I picked him myself, quote check. And, like, they're using binoculars to find the cigarettes, but they can't see the grown-ass man on top of that same fucking tree 5 feet further up.
Yep.
Dude, when it cuts to fucking Asthma Muldoon, and he's like, huh? And he looks up and gets stomped. I went, okay, whatever. And did you guys notice the Batman white flashes whenever someone gets hit? Like if it's a physical blow, it's just a psh of white.
I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't notice that.
It's like a classic movie trick.
Yeah. He takes a hostage and he bonks him on the head. He's like, shut the fuck up! And bangs his head against a clearly fake tree.
Oh, like the first little tap was just like, are you sure I can do this? He's like, Nuke. Yeah, just shut up. Nuke. And then, like, Dr. Cox is just like, eh.
And, like, where did he find this fucking mining cave?
I don't even know that it's a mining cave. It looks like it's just like a little cutaway. It looks like
it had tracks and a cart.
I think that's just set dressing. Because, like, they're like, well, something needs to be in here, or else this doesn't make any sense. I guess. Caves just can't exist.
Yeah, let's make it look like that one level in the fucking DuckTales video game. Let's do that.
See, I like that you went with DuckTales. I was thinking DK, but I'm good with DuckTales.
And this scene is probably my favorite in the movie because you have Ice-T versus Dr. Cox, and they're just trying to, like, out-crazy each other for whatever reason. And he's just like, I don't give a shit if I live or die. Shoot me. And Ice-T's just like, listen, I want to shoot you, and I just might, but I might.
Okay, let me set the mood. Dark cave, lit with a flashlight. Muldoon sits on the ground going, kill me, I'm here. Do it now. I have nothing to live for. I lost my daughter to a hobo like you. And he goes, turn to Ice-T as he turns and puts his hand against the cave wall. Head drops sullenly. I too lost my family. And they're like, we're friends now. Hit this asthma inhaler.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And of course, he's like held up in this cave with this fella, trying to be super sneaky. They don't know where I am. And Rutger Hauer's just like, I know where he is.
Yeah, he's
dude.
He's up in that cave with the fucking flashlight going. I can see it.
And Chef is just like chilling there, like, huh? And he's like, yeah, right there. And he goes, oh shit. And then Rutger Hauer's like, you want to hit this? He's like, fuck yeah. And then they smoke a joint and stare at the stars. You want to talk about some legit weekend vibes?
Yeah. Speaking of weekend vibes, that's the kind of weekend vibes I could get into. Just, hunting another human being, smoking a doob out in the woods.
Doob.
Do the kids still say that? Is it still a doob?
The fact that you have to ask answers the question.
Honestly, this does kind of smell like some nice woodsy, foresty stuff. This is Weekend Vibes from Coronado Brewing Company, out of Coronado, California. Might as well be San Diego. This is a West Coast style IPA, thank God, brewed with Mosaic, Citra, and Simcoe hops.
Why don't you take a big old guzzle and tell us how goodins they are?
I'm taking a guzzle. I'll take a second or third guzzle. Give me just a second. Ooh.
And just like that, the drink was gone.
Yeah, that's tasty. It's what is it?
They're the goodest uns.
6.8% alcohol by volume, and it is true West Coast IPA. It's got lots of green notes, like pine and like resin from the hops. None of that fruity stuff. No orange or grapefruit or anything like that. Just all true, like those Simcoe and Mosaic hops give you, like very green. You know what I mean? But this is really good. Tremendously well done.
It's actually quite refreshing that you legitimately like a beer. Like the past couple weeks, you'd be like, well, I've been drinking basically the same thing for fucking 4 weeks. Yeah, whatever. It's citrusy. Fuck you.
I do enjoy a New England style IPA, but there's just something about like the California, like San Diego style IPAs that are just like crisp and refreshing, super drinkable, something that you can just get down with. And I think that's really the direction my taste buds are going anymore. So,
Whoa, there you go, straight from the Chan Man himself. West Coast, best coast.
So now it's morning, and Rutger Hauer and the boys show up at the cave entrance, and they're like, "We got you. Where'd he go, Muldoon?" And he's like, "I don't fucking know. I've been tied up all night."
Which is like a super great point. Like, he could have left at any time. And Rutger Hauer's grilled him, was like, "So what time of day exactly did he leave?" He's like, "I don't have a fucking sundial in this cave, buddy."
He's like, "You don't know much, do you?"
I got put in this cave. I don't know what time I was knocked out. I don't know what time I got here. I don't know what time I woke up. I don't know what time it is now.
And he's like, "You know what time it is? Time for me to leave."
Yep. He's like, "Boys, we should just call it. He ain't gonna find his way home. Let's just fucking leave." And they're like, "Nah, murder you instead." And he goes, "Huh? Blow!"
Honestly, at that point, while they're having that discussion, like in the cave, and while he's like getting pulled out of the cave, I started having the thought, like, I know they were kind of having like a heart to heart last night while they were in the cave and talking. Like, did he just like turn on him? Is he just like, I don't know, like I don't know where he is, when he really does know where he is?
Well, I think he realized like all that hubbub and stuff about him killing his family wasn't the case, and he was just put on some front. So like, oh, you're not a piece of shit after all. You're just like a dude who's in a really hard time right now, and you definitely don't need this in your life. So he's like, hey fellas, woo doggy, yeah, I'm tapping out. It's okay. I'm gonna skedaddle. And that's when Rutger Hauer's just like, "Hey, I'm gonna shoot you." He's like, "You gonna shoot me in the back?" Ha! Of course not. I lied. Just shoots him in the head.
And that's right before Rutger Hauer, star of Hobo with a Shotgun, gets shot at by a hobo with a shotgun.
Oh my god. That's perfect. I didn't even think of that because the only thing I could think of is like he had a spaz shotgun and they see like a little reflection on the edge of the hill like it had a fucking scope or some shit.
Yeah, what was that? I saw the white shimmer there, and
I don't know. I think it was supposed to be like that classic sniper glint, or maybe light came off the gun, but it makes no sense because the fucking gun is blued. It's literally like so dark it's not going to reflect light.
Yeah, unless it like reflected off Ice-T's forehead. Like I legitimately don't know how it caught them off guard like that.
Or like, what could it have come through? Like the I don't know how scope.
It didn't have any.
He didn't have a
whatsoever.
scope.
It's just
There's
a
no.
shotgun.
I don't fucking know then.
It's bullshit, is what it is. Movie's got a movie.
And
But-
then, like he takes a shot, and Rutger Hauer's like, "Ha ha! I guess you haven't shot anything." Full bore.
He does.
Yeah.
Fucking gets him with the same trick again. He's like, "I'm gonna run this way," and then not really run this way, and I'm gonna double back to y'all's ATVs.
Oh yeah. Like I thought he was trying to like hotwire one of them. Is this when he's trying to hotwire one of them, or
Yeah, he
protect?
Yes.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he
Yes.
does.
Sabotage.
Yeah, he like leads the fellas into some stream or whatever. It's like, he must go this way because he's trying to lose us. He finds Chef's ATV and somehow hotwires the ignition to where, like, you turn the key, it sparks, so he jams it into the gas tank, and I guess hope no one would notice. And while the guys get all sketchy, he's like, "Wait a minute, this feels like a trap." Ah! He takes off with another ATV, and Chef jumps on his ATV, turns the key, and blows his own damn legs off.
By the way, like when he's taking off on the second ATV, he's like 10 fucking feet from
Bro. Rutger
Yeah.
Hauer could have fucking slaughtered him.
For sure. Like, he had the crosshairs on his back for quite a long time, and he's just like, "You know what? This movie has to go on for another half an hour. I'm just going to shoot this guy's tire," so he falls off and busts his knee a little bit.
He
Yeah,
fucking flings through the air like he just wrecked into something in Grand Theft Auto.
For real. And
Yeah,
all
man.
he got from that is Ice-T needs ice for his knee.
Oh,
His iced knee. Beautiful.
Ice knee. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Dan Chef is laying on the ground like, "I can't feel my legs. I'm gonna
it's
get
because
the
you ain't got no
girls."
legs, Lieutenant Dan.
And there's this like weird fucking moment, he's in shock, which is actually played pretty well. He's freaking out. He's trying to like get his mind off of it and thinking about other stuff. He's like, next year we'll get him, whatever. And Rutger Hauer comes over with his like fucking shooter guns. He's like, listen,
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to put you to sleep. And he does like the Vulcan death grip on his fucking neck. He goes, and he just dies.
He fucking pushes in on his jugular veins with finger pistols.
Like, is that like a thing? Like, why didn't you just fucking shoot him?
In theory, it's the same as getting choked out, but I mean, I think you could do it a lot more effectively just by being like, I'm sorry, bro, pow, instead of being like, I'm going to slowly strangle you.
Yeah, like, if it's about ammo conservation, he literally blew Dr. Cox away, no questions asked, and his buddy, who's clearly suffering, he's just like, listen, this is bullshit, but it's got to happen.
Look how cool I am with my Xena fingers.
Yee! Fucking putting him down with 4 fingers.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Doesn't even need a whole hand.
Well, it put him in such a mood where he finally takes his hat off and realizes this is more than a game. This is the most dangerous game.
And you know why it's so dangerous? Because Ice-T is racking up quite the body count.
True.
That's for you music fans out there.
All right, yeah, so we've got... What do we have left on the bad guys? We got Rutger Hauer, fucking Salieri, and his son.
Yep. There's only 3. There's Rut and Junior and Senior. And Junior and Senior are having a moment where he's like, you got to get through this. He goes, I hate you, Dad.
Well, there's a moment where Rutger Hauer punches Junior in the stomach, and Senior's like, hey, back the fuck off, or whatever. And I totally thought they were going to, like, run some kind of coup here. Just like, hey, listen, Rutger Hauer and Chef, they're kind of crazy, more crazy than I thought. Let's keep an eye on them and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, Rutger Hauer's going to have, like, Ice-T to deal with and also those 2 to deal with. Nope, fuck it, whatever. Ice-T shoots down the tree, they try to cross it, and the kid fucking falls off. Whatever.
Holy shit. It's the same trick again. These guys are like, he went across the tree. And they start crawling across the tree, and then fucking Ice-T's like, shotgun shells, but I got these rocks.
It's so lame. Like, Rutger Hauer himself has an AUG, an automatic rifle, and he's hucking rocks at him, and he's just trying to, like, fucking reach into, like, his vest or whatever, trying to get it. And then that kid is just like, I fell off for no reason. Dad, help, help.
Well, like, Dad, fucking Senior, tells him, stay here, I'm gonna go. And he's just like, fuck you, Dad!
Yeah, it makes no sense because, like, the movie insinuates, like, this kid and this guy might have it out for Rutger Hauer in the end as it is. And suddenly the kid's like, yeah, I'm gonna help you kill this guy by any means. But after this, I don't like you, Dad.
We're gonna murder this man together and then never speak of it again.
I'm going to live with Mom.
Yeah.
But Rutger Hauer, for whatever reason, can't use his rifle. He has to pull out a pistol to shoot Ice-T. Now, Ice-T is injured. He is now shot. He is filthy. He is hungry. He is a smoker. And he is still beating these men single-handedly with 0 fucking effort.
Where did that bullet hit him? It looked like it got him
in the
like
gut.
The thigh or something, but yeah, he turns around and he's holding his gut. Yeah.
Yeah, like, well, the shot, I thought he got nailed in the shoulder. Because, like, he just goes back, just the way he fell. But later on in the movie, he's got, like, a hole in his gut. So, whatever, he just got shot. Doesn't matter where. Got shot. It doesn't matter again because he gets over pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's like it never fucking happened. Even though he would have, like, bile and stuff seeping out into himself and just being in pain, causing, whatever.
Generic non-fatal wound.
Yes, absolutely.
And the shit that's going on meanwhile is Rutger Hauer and Senior, and he's like, ooh, we're frenemies. And Rutger Hauer goes, yep.
And then Rutger Hauer just uses him as cannon fodder, basically. Like, hey,
okay,
I'm going to wait this out and just use you as bait.
Exactly. He's like, I'm going to use you as bait. Rutger Hauer fucking has a plan. He makes a little hide that he's camouflaged in. He's got his rifle set up. Ice-T shows up, snaps Senior's neck. Rutger Hauer runs the fuck away.
This scene is honestly one of my favorites, not because it's good, but because it reminds me of a movie that's a lot better. This reminds me of the scene where like Charlie Sheen is just like sitting down in that swamp or whatever it is in Platoon, just waiting it out, and that's kind of the thought that I have with Senior Salieri, whatever you want to call him. He's just sitting around, and then he just starts to freak out. I don't even know that he's there to begin with. And then Ice-T comes back and, just has his way.
Meanwhile, you got Rutger Hauer over in the blonde, like, homoerotically eating a banana.
Why has he got to do it so slow, man? Why has he got to do it so slow? But you're right. Like, for whatever reason, he has ample time to pick this guy off, and he just leaves. Like, does he just get off on, like, the environment and not necessarily the hunting game? Like, is he just there just to be, like, a human hunting cuck?
Oh.
So you mean to tell me these guys get off on just watching other people hunt?
He's a fucking hunting voyeur.
Yeah. Like, the way he was just, like, basting himself in, like, the black camouflage, it spoke volumes.
I'm gonna be so fucking visible.
Listen, he's just tucking his shirt in that blind.
Oh, I get that reference. So, now they go running back on ATVs and all this shit to the plane, and Ice-T's like, I'm gonna catch you, and he's like, what? No one's in the plane, and Rutger Hauer has somehow gotten out of the plane, ran 100 yards away, shot the plane, and blown it up with Ice-T nearby, and then flies away in another plane.
He doesn't even verify the death. He doesn't even like think about it. He's just like, yeah, he's probably dead.
God, I'm so good.
This whole thing is edited so fucking poorly, because like Ice-T runs up to the plane, sees Rutger Hauer is not there, even though he was just there.
Yeah.
And realizes this is a trap and he's gonna blow up the plane somehow. He does that whole like about face, starts to run away. Rutger Hauer blows up the airplane, and then there's just a close up on Rutger Hauer just like, yeah. And then smash cut again, he's in another plane getting away. Like, what?
While, like, in the background, rising up from the fucking ground itself like he's being reborn to the Terminator T-800 theme,
it's like he has grass growing over top of him.
Yeah, and he just comes up out of it.
Mind you.
Herbal tea.
I dig it. And this movie ends on the awkwardest note possible.
Fuck yeah.
Rutger Hauer makes it back to Seattle, specifically 3 days later.
Yeah, this is
he's
3
back
days later.
He's back in his office. You find out that like maybe this is just all part of some like spider scheme that he has, like just one of many personalities that he's been running. He's got passports, all kinds of costumes everywhere. He's dyeing his beard. He looks like a priest. And his escape plan is to walk down a dark alley in the middle of the night, hoping no one fucking jumps him.
See, I thought he looked like fucking Heisenberg, Walter White from Breaking Bad, but dressed up like an Orthodox priest.
Yes. And then he has to battle Ice-T from the future when he stars in Johnny Mnemonic.
So, it's been 3 days. I've got a question. How does Ice-T get back from Devil's Canyon or Hell's Canyon, whatever it is? How does he... Like, he's got to walk at least a certain distance.
Nope.
He's
Two words.
got the dirt bike.
Dirt bike. Yeah, Rutger Hauer walks down the alleyway. He has the feeling he's being followed, looks behind him, and as he's walking, he sees the dirt bike that they had at the cabin. So he's like, wait a minute. He found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty.
Yeah, and then he just pulls out his fucking suitcase gun. He starts just fucking shooting at everything he can hear. And Ice-T comes out of nowhere, punches him, takes the gun, unloads it, and, Rutger Hauer's like, do it, man, kill me. And he's like, bang, you're dead, game over, I win.
Can we just briefly talk about this fist fight in this alleyway, because it is god fucking awful.
I was gonna say, do we have to?
Just briefly, like, Ice-T drop kicks him, gets the drop on him, haha. And for some reason, Rutger Hauer's plan is to just fucking hug it out.
Clinch, man. Just clinch it up.
You know what would make me like this movie more? if in this final combat, hand to hand kind of thing, Rutger Hauer just wins, and then
Yes.
he walks away.
Oh. Yeah, that would mean
skirts
the
away
movie.
to like Europe, and then we don't know if there's going to be like a shitty made-to-video sequel or not.
That would mean the movie would have some balls, and I would kind of respect that. But unfortunately, Ice-T doesn't even rip out his throat or nothing. He just fucking, does that little bullet trick. Rutger Hauer blows up completely by pulling the trigger to his jammed gun, and Ice-T moves to the fucking East Coast and becomes Long Island Ice-T.
And scene.
Christ almighty, this movie is a fucking stroke.
Is it a stroke? Yes. Is it an entertaining stroke? Yes.
Yeah,
It's like if you watched a stroke on YouTube.
that's usually not the website that I go to watch strokes.
I'm just saying, it's like you can detach yourself enough from it to be like, this is kind of funny, even though it's sad.
Oh yeah, that's all kind of incompetence.
This
Go ahead.
movie is worse than I expected it to be, but I also enjoyed it more than I expected. It's not good. This isn't a good movie. It's also not the worst thing that I've ever seen in my life, too. There's not a whole lot to justify its existence, but it's entertaining enough that, like, I didn't hate watching it.
Well, to me, this was a fucking train wreck. I couldn't understand the choices that the filmmakers made to get this shit on screen because this made zero sense. All the acting was bad. All the action was bad. The plot makes very little sense, and I absolutely fucking recommend it.
I like the plot. Honestly, like the idea of the movie, I think you could make something really solid out of that. But the acting was atrocious all the way across the board with every actor that is in this. Like the only one I'll give maybe exception to is Gary Busey, just because I know that's how Gary Busey is. That's his style. He's fun. Everybody else, fucking garbage.
Well, there you have it. We survived surviving the game. From 1994. If you have any strong feelings about the show or the movie itself, leave it in the comment section below.
Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and that little bell icon. Make sure you hit all of them so you know next time we've got another one of these brewing.
Follow us on all of our social media. We got that Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, Facebook. We got an administrator who survived the game long enough to pump out constant content for you guys. And if you don't, we're going to hire Gary Busey to show up at your door, kick it in, wearing a deerskin jacket, and go, I like my meat medium rare. And then he will fucking maul you.
Yeah, we all survived the game so that you can lose the game.
Oh man, 2010 era K2.